Hi, today in Emerging EdTech, I'm delighted to have Jill Ambrose, Chief Marketing Officer with CourseSmart with us, and we're doing an interview in which we're learning about CourseSmart and its offerings. And in part 2 of our interview, we'll be discussing the future of the e-textbook marketplace. Welcome, Jill, and thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today to tell us about CourseSmart and to share your insights into the evolving electronic textbook industry. Why don't we start off with a brief introduction to CourseSmart.
Hi Kelly, thanks for speaking with me today about CourseSmart. And CourseSmart was formed in 2007 by the world's largest textbook publishers. And the reason why they came together to form CourseSmart was to provide access to digital course materials in the higher education space. And CourseSmart's mission is to connect those producers of digital course materials and all content to faculty and students in higher education, providing them higher levels of access as well as for affordability to improve learning outcomes.
Okay, thank you. I've spent some time on the CourseSmart website and I got a quick appreciation for your e-textbook offerings, but I also see a mention of eResources. Can you tell us a little more about these?
Well, eResources are actually the future of digital course materials, and they're highly engaging, very interactive products that incorporate an automatic integrated assessment feature in it, which basically helps the student get real-time feedback from their instructor, and all of this is intended to provide higher learning outcomes. In fact, the e-resource category, many of the products have been clinically proven to provide higher learning outcomes for students. Some examples of what makes them very interactive in some of the products are things like tutorials, quizzes, simulations, study guides, and some e-textbooks will be included in the e-resources as well. Some products that you might be familiar with or hear about in the market would be Pearson's MyLab series, McGraw-Hill Connect, Cengage Now, and Wiley Plus.
Okay, great. That's very informative. Thank you. Getting back to e-textbooks, I see that you have a offline reading function in beta testing. How's that working out?
Kelly, our new reading platform is working out very well. What we did is we added a new offline feature that allows our users to be able to access their textbooks whether they're online through the cloud or whether they're offline on any device. Previously, our faculty and our students had to decide if they wanted to access content in the cloud only or if they were going to access it on a single device offline. Now we've combined both of those two features with HTML5 technology. We're the first to come out using that in our industry. And the beauty of this particular product is if someone is working on one device offline and they later want to go back online, all of the highlighting, all of the notes, all of the productivity that they've used actually syncs right back into their textbook when they go back online.
Wow, that sounds like some excellent functionality. I assume that things like e-resources and offline reading are some of the ways in which CourseSmart differentiates itself from competitors. Are there any other ways in which CourseSmart stands apart from other e-textbook providers?
Yes, things like e-resources and a single reading platform are some of the things that differentiate CourseSmart. We believe in innovation, and those are representative of some of the things that we believe are important to our customers from an innovation standpoint. Because innovation is so important to CourseSmart, we've led the industry in many firsts. In fact, in 2009, we were the first e-textbook provider to develop and release an iPhone app for our customers. In 2010, we were the first to launch an iPad app when the iPad came out into the market. And this year, in 2011, we were the first to launch an Android app for textbooks. So those are some of the app and mobile industry innovations that we've pursued. In addition, in 2011, we were the first company in higher education that allowed our users in the Facebook community to access textbooks and make a purchase right from the Facebook environment. So again, we were the first to develop a social commerce platform, and we believe those types of things are important because getting to people where they're using your products is more important than trying to wait for them to come find you. We're trying to make it easy for them to access your products. One of the last things that makes CourseSmart different, in addition to innovation, is the fact that we provide products and services to all stakeholders in the higher education community or ecosystem. So we provide a textbook sampling and evaluation service to faculty. We've already been talking about our services for students where they can come to CourseSmart.com and purchase textbooks directly. We also provide textbooks indirectly to students through college bookstores. We distribute through the college bookstore systems. And in addition, we work with institutions to integrate technologies to integrate our textbooks and digital course materials right into the technology systems that faculty and students are already using in their everyday workflow. Again, it's important for CourseSmart to make it easy for students and faculty to access course materials anywhere, anytime, on any device in the environment that they're already in.
Okay, well, it sounds like there's a lot of innovative thinking going on over there at CourseSmart. Now, I'm not too familiar with how extensive your offerings are in terms of different publishers. Could you elaborate on that a little bit, please?
Yes, CourseSmart's catalog is quite extensive. We have over 90% of all the core textbooks in use today in higher education as e-textbooks, in addition to eResources. And today we work with a little over 30 publishers and consistently are in discussions with many other publishers and adding new relationships and partnerships monthly.
Okay, thanks. I noticed that CourseSmart also has an instructor-specific website. Can you tell us a little bit about the functionality that this provides?
Yes, CourseSmart does have an instructor-specific site, and it is slightly different than our student experience. The first and primary difference is the fact that it's free. We provide a free textbook evaluation and sampling service for our instructors. There are 4 features that are slightly different than the student experience. The first is authentication. In order to get access to a specific title, you need to be authenticated by a publisher so that they know that you actually are indeed a faculty member. The second is what we call instant access. Once you've been authenticated, if you'd like to gain instant access to all the titles, you don't need to be authenticated on another occasion. So instant access is a second feature. The third feature is search. In the faculty experience, a faculty member can search in a variety of ways that a student wouldn't. Students only care about the ISBN that has been assigned, and they're only concerned with the title of the book that has been assigned. In a faculty environment, they're looking for maybe some core concepts that they'd like to teach about within a specific type of discipline. And so therefore, they have the ability to search on those concepts across a multitude of books or titles. And that gives them the ability to compare and contrast different types of textbooks. The last and probably most interesting feature that we have is the fact that is what we call a sharing feature. And faculty like to take the ISBN or the title that they're requiring for their students and put it in a syllabus or send it in an email or post it on a Facebook page. Faculty are more increasingly adding technology to share information, and so we make it easy for them by taking our titles and giving that to students in the way that they think is best used.
Well, thanks, Jill. That sounds like some more great functionality from CourseSmart, and the fact that it's free is certainly an added bonus. Is there anything else about CourseSmart that you'd like to share with us today?
Yes, there are actually 3 things I'd like to mention about CourseSmart. The first is affordability, the second is accessibility, and the third is productivity. Many people are not aware that CourseSmart's digital course material offering provides for an average savings for students up to 60% off the price of a new printed textbook. That's tremendous when students have very limited budgets. The second thing that I wanted to mention was our accessibility mission. We believe it's very important to provide equal access to everyone who is using digital course materials or course materials in general. And that includes people with reading or vision impairments. CourseSmart has invested in 3 different areas to make that be a reality for our users. The first is the fact that our website is accessible. The second is the fact that our reading platform is accessible, so those with vision impairments can use any type of screen reader and get access to all of the materials. The last is the fact that over 80% of all of our titles have been optimized for the reading experience, and so therefore those 3 experiences wrapped up together make it very convenient and easy for those with any type of reading or vision impairment. The last is productivity. And many students believe that their lives, and faculty believe that their lives are so busy, any type of technology that can be used to save them time is a huge benefit to them. We have found that things like searching within the textbook saves students and faculty both a significant amount of time. Cutting and pasting, highlighting, taking notes, and then using another device later like a smartphone to be able to access it while you're preparing or studying for class. Those types of technologies really improve productivity. A recent Wakefield research project indicated that over 85% of all students believe that technologies used, such as e-readers, tablets, smartphones, and other types of devices that are used in higher education, help them save time on learning and studying. So 85% of all the population believe that that's important. The second thing that they have informed us about is the fact that these types of technologies save them up to 2 hours a day in time. I believe that's really phenomenal, and I wish I had that when I was a student.
Well, thank you, Jill. This has been so informative. I've learned so much about CourseSmart and about e-textbooks, and I hope viewers and readers will check out part 2 of our interview, in which we discuss the future of e-textbooks in the e-textbook marketplace.